All right, on today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our TensorFlow course, and we're still doing our malaria learning rate scheduler module. Let's have a look at what we went over today. And we actually did finish up the module, so let me go ahead and show you everything that we ran, and then we'll take a look at the new module that we started. So I'll just pick up with some light reading. You should already know, or should remember the code from yesterday. The last thing we had to do was run our model, so we can actually see how the scheduler callback works. So let me just go ahead and do some light reading for you. So we're expecting that below 3 epochs, we are given a learning rate, and anything above what we have or anything above that, we have a learning rate that decreases exponentially. We'll notice that as our training begins, we have a learning rate of 0.00999, which is basically 0.01, which is what we set our initial learning rate to. And then as time goes on, the learning rate will automatically decrease in value. Now, we want our learning rates adjusted because they affect the speed and stability of our training process. And in the beginning, higher learning rates are good for speed in getting us through the training process. But as the process moves along, especially for larger training processes, it's best to switch to a lower learning rate, which is best for the stability of our training process. So let me show the initial learning rate like I showed you yesterday. I'll just show you again just to show you what it was set to. Let me find it for you. 0.01 is our initial learning rate there. So that's what we're going to start out with, or it started out with the 0.0. It started out with this number here, 0.0099, but that's basically 0.01. And then we ran it. Now, of course, I told you that my screen isn't capturing everything as of anymore. I don't know why it's not capturing everything anymore, but I'll show you what we have left over from actually running it. So we started out with the 0.0099, and after running it 5 times, so it only counts every 3. So actually it changed twice. From the first one, then it changed after the third one, and then for the last one, this is what we ended up with here, 0.008. So after training our for 5 epochs, this is the learning rate that we ended up with, is 0.008. So you see we moved quite a bit away from the 0.01 that we initially started with. And that's all it is. So the learning rate scheduler actually helps us to control the learning rate of our training process. Like I said, the higher the number, the quicker the speed. With the lower the number, the more stability of the training process. So it all depends on how big our model is that we're training and how we want to actually handle that. So that was that for the learning rate, and then we did start a new module here, the model checkpoint. You can see here we just started it, so we did take a lot of notes. And let me see if I go down and show you where it actually started at. It started here, and then we took a bunch of notes, and we got some code queued up for tonight. So this is all the notes we took, everything for today for the model checker. And this is actually the code here that we want to run overnight to actually dive into that. And I'm not going to do any reading on the model checking right now. I will read it for you tomorrow after we run the code so we can do everything at once. Yep, that's everything so far. So everything is still moving forward, and we're still making progress. But of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. For now, this is Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.